the evolution of governance in 9 stages. It is being starts at clans, kingdoms, empires, democracies, republics, constitutional republics, startup nations, cloud governance, rules without rulers, clans. Humans once lived in family groups as part of extended clans. These nomadic hunter-gatherers roamed around to find resources, but as resources became scarce, globs had to find a better way. 3 million years. Kingdoms. With agriculture, people settled. These settlements coincided with the appearance of kings and taxation because the threat of invasion required swift, coordinated action. Strong rulers emerged capable of defending resources against barbarians and competing kingdoms. Empires. Dominant kingdoms developed new tactics to protect themselves and secure more resources. They expanded through conquest and the suppression of people in new territories. A hierarchy of governors managed the increasing complexity of the new empire. Democracies. There are limits to what can be achieved through coercion. A more participatory system appeared in which power was given to the people in the form of votes. Democracy diluted the absolute power of authorities, but introduced demagoguery and tyranny of the majority. 3,000 years. Republics. As civilizations expanded, more decision-making power had to be delegated and political power became increasingly subordinated to laws, but delegating power, especially military power, risked the return of empire. Would the rule of law be strong enough to ward off the rule of men? Constitutional republics. Combining features of democracy with features of a republic, nations began to separate powers and set out basic rights through charter, subordinating more political power to the rule of law. But times change, and power ends up on auction. Special interests collude with power such that the state has the power to pick winners and losers. To 50 years. Startup nations. In our future's first phase, rules will likely still be attached to a territory but will provide better governance options than otherwise available. As the world's complexity increases, we'll see more entrepreneurial solutions, startup societies or contract-based private cities, less dependent on monopoly states. Cloud governance. Advanced technologies make it possible to make laws in the cloud. Here, good rules can exist independent of territory and may or may not involve coercive hierarchies. Thus, people will be able to select different forms of association from a menu of governance options without relocating. Rules without rulers. The future of human organization is likely to mean most rules will neither attach to territory nor involve any power monopoly. Organizations are already pioneering hierarchy-free governance systems. Might these work on a global scale? Such systems allow self-organization, mimicking the natural world. Imagine teams within teams changing with circumstances, solving big problems without violence.